All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We are just taking a minute with some of our students who will be graduating and walking across the stage here to get their hoods very soon. So if you could just start off by sharing your name and what program you'll be graduating from today.
My name is Marina Murray, and I am graduating with an MBA with an emphasis in finance.
Nice. Okay. And if you don't mind sharing as well, are you currently working? And if so, what is your current role?
I am currently working. I work for a real estate investment company, and I am a financial analyst manager.
Nice. Okay. Is that something you feel has the MBA kind of helped you with moving upwards in the company, or anything that the degree has done for you already in your role before you graduated?
I was at a prior company prior to the role I'm in now, and at that company, having your MBA or a master's in general was an important step to grow your career upwards, and that's when I started this degree. Currently in my role at this new company, I do not need to have it, but I do feel like the courses that I've taken throughout the program has helped to bolster my knowledge to really stand out from the others that I work with and help to grow my career that way, even though it's not necessarily needed to grow. I think it's given me a better tools in my toolbox to make that happen naturally.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. So kind of transitioning into that idea of the coursework and some of the things that you've experienced, can you think of whether it's an instructor, a class, or even just somebody that you interacted with on campus that stood out to you as you're going through the program? And if so, why?
Yeah, I definitely think I've had a few professors that have really made some of the more rigorous courses impactful to me. They've gone a step out of their way when they're explaining topics more so than just posting a video online for us to watch, but they host weekly sessions with the students where they can come and ask them questions on specific either homework or exam questions, work through problems that might be math-based in Excel, and it's really helped to further my understanding while still being an online student and not having the opportunity to come in person to ask questions in, let's say, a typical office hour. And I found that very valuable when it comes to those rigorous courses. Without that, I don't think I'd be as successful as I was able to be.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So overall, why would you recommend the UW-Whitewater grad program?
I would recommend Whitewater because of the fact that it's not a lockstep cohort, so you are able to move through the program at your own pace. So if life gets busy, you're able to step away, which I did for 2 semesters because I got married. I had a lot of life happen, as everybody does, and I was able to step away and then jump back in without feeling like I had missed a beat, and that was great. The professors are always supportive here, and they're really knowledgeable in their subject matter. So if you have questions, they don't just usually answer the bare minimum. They try to go a step further in explaining those, and it's definitely noticeable.
That's awesome. That's great. And I appreciate you sharing your story, and congratulations on the changes in your life and things that are seem to be looking up for you, which is awesome. And I'm sure a lot of students are kind of going through similar things that are going through the grad program. So for those students that are trying to figure out how to get started, what would you recommend in terms of how to prepare to get started for grad?
I think the hardest part is just sending that first application in. It really seems more daunting than it is. And will I be accepted? Will I not be accepted? I think that application is going to feel a whole lot heavier than maybe even your first paper in a class will be. So don't look at that as, if I can't do this, I can't do anything else. Really, it's more of a mental block than anything. So I would encourage you to step outside your comfort zone if you're on the fence and just click submit and see where it goes from there. And like I said, I think the program is very accommodating to all the students, and they'll work with what your work schedule or life is if needed.
Absolutely. Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing and spending time with us. And we look forward to seeing you receive your hood and walk across the stage here soon. So thank you.
Thank you.